Wake up, kid. Wipe the crust off your eyelids. Go out and be somebody. Daddy ain't waking up at 5, but he loves 2 kids. Life ain't always what it seems. You got a fighting chance. It's the American dream.
Riding around the streets, wearing my mama's minivan, and we just can't wait for Saturday.
We're broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Heat in Miami. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise and frustration.
Back to Gafford. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Jones. Pass to Gafford. Kicks it out to Jones. 4 on the clock. Washington, that's good. Well, certainly some names on the floor, Greg, that we've seen in the NBA for many years. That in consideration, what kind of game can we expect with a grizzled group on the floor?
And Kevin, these types of games tend to be kind of methodical. Vets aren't afraid to give the ball up for a better look, and we should see a clean game here tonight.
The second chance effort. Outside, Jones. Back to Gafford. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's his first foul.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym. The way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
This is why we talk about carving out position rather than trying to sneak in. You've got to be willing to put in the work.
And he uses the glass on the way. Vucevic has got his second bucket.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Screen by Gafford. The 3 for Doncic. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
And when it comes to Luka Doncic, he's simply, Greg, one of the best players in the entire game.
No question about it. He's a threat to record a triple double every time he takes the floor. As versatile and dangerous a player as there is in our league.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Irving with a clean look. And it's off from three-point range.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Vucevic with the bucket.
With his height, Vucevic, a tough matchup inside for any defense.
Now, here's Doncic. We saw him with 29 points last game.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
DeRozan's shot is off.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And on the way from Irving for three.
2 minutes.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Dialing it in from deep. Irving is so confident from downtown.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
Let's hear it.
And here are the Bulls now. They trail by 6. Levine with it. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Doncic has got 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Caruso. That one's in, his first shot this game.
That's all focused by Alex Caruso, absorbing the contact and getting the finish.
Here's Irving. All sorts of time. And he connects with the jumper. He's got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
A guy who gives his team, Steve, a ton of energy out on the floor is Coby White.
Kevin, he's definitely a spark plug, pushing the pace and trying to fire up his guys. Players love having someone like that on the floor with them. I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Williams, that's good.
Coby White keeping his head up, shows great vision, and delivers a great pass.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Back to Williams. And the Bulls, another 3.
Total readiness from Patrick. Got his feet set and just waiting for his number to be called.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Mavericks. What didn't he do in that quarter? A fantastic all-around effort. And we'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point, doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And I like the fact also that they're the ones that have forced the action. They've created a lot of offense by just attacking the rim. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
No good on the second free throw. Believe it or not, the regular season is almost over, Greg, for teams that are out of the playoff picture. What's important now?
Well, I think, Kevin, first you need to self-evaluate. Check out your roster. Who do you keep? Who do you let go? And then once you figure that out, you start thinking about which guys to bring in.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. DeMar DeRozan credits his upbringing in Compton, California for helping him make the person that he is today. He said, "It gave me my toughness, my aggression. It matured me very fast into a man. That's something that to this day sticks with me. No matter what I get or how much I have now, I still remember what it feels like to have nothing." Kevin?
That's a good thought to keep in your head. David, thanks.
Patrick Williams with all the talent in the world.
Out left to the wing. Doncic outside. Pass to Irving. Shoots over Dosunmu. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
LGA for the Bulls. It's been a struggle to find consistency the past few seasons.
It's been a one step forward, one step back kind of situation that they don't need to set their sights on a title yet. They just have to establish that winning culture.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Dosunmu. Drummond the screen. The kick out to Ball. And it's blocked. Outside Irving. To the wing on the left. Here's Lively. Doncic outside. Fires from 18. Count that bucket. Doncic has got 9.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Here's Drummond. No scoring in this one. Over to the wing. From 13, it's rebounded by Doncic.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
This is what makes Kyrie an elite player. His ability to just take over games.
Chicago calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside, White. Over Doncic. And it's White missing. Mavericks leading by 12. Here's Jones. Oh!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Gafford misses.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Here's Caruso. That one's... Still out of sync. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Here's White. Pass to Caruso. It's rebounded by Dallas. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
And it's Doncic missing. Bulls trailed by 16. For 3, Levine. A rebound by Washington. Now the Mavericks with it. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, and you hate to lose the kind of game where it just seems like it gets away from you. They played good basketball for most of it, but then just collapsed and opened that door for the comeback.
Dallas making a switch here. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Fires from deep. And again, Chicago, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Getting that point-blank shot, that's exactly what Kyrie was looking for.
And again, Chicago, no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Here's DeRozan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you watch the way DeRozan gets his. He really pounds that mid-range area.
The reason why, GA, his strong ball handling skills gets him into the lane. He also has the vertical to shoot over pretty much anyone, and he is comfortable with his back to the basket.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Bulls lean in on their veteran core. Zach LaVine said you just got to be consistent every day and have championship habits. Each and every day you've got to have a goal in mind and get to that mindset of we're building for something. We've all sacrificed a little bit for the greater good. Kevin?
And that's what we're talking about. That's what it takes. David, thanks. And a big concern for players and coaches is the consistency of officiating. Greg, do you like that argument?
It's tough when one night something is a foul and the next night it isn't. There's some gray area, obviously, and it'd be good for the league to try and clarify how they want things called.
Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's DeRozan. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Irving. And Dallas again with the bucket.
3 straight to begin this half. You couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Right wing. Can they get it? LaVine. Good work defensively by Jones.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Bulls. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big 3 of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
Irving, good.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Levine. The layup off target.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
The kick out to Irving. Tries the spin move. Takes the turnaround J. And yes, it's good. Irving's got 14 points here in the second half.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. Trying to end the drought. Back to Vucevic. And the Bulls with another miss. Now the Mavericks with it. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line.
Aggressive drive by Irving. Defender can't keep up without fouling.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at
Lo rico que te